Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we have a request video. This is Neuro had her first ever merch meeting, and this is from Neurosoda. There are other clippers that have done this one. I just picked one kind of at random. If you send me a direct link for a request, or if you can send me the channel name, sometimes the links don't work on YouTube. It's kind of weird. Then I'll get whatever one you want me to react to exactly from the clip. Because unfortunately the clippers do a lot of copies of the same thing, which is fine. It's just if it's a video that has a bunch of missing stuff in it that you really wanted me to specifically watch that's not there, I may not be able to do it again because it's the same topic. It's kind of random for reaction content. Anyway, yeah, this is Neuro had her first ever merch meeting. I guess this is with the actual legitimate company, so I assume she says some really insane shit. All right, let's get into it.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong, right? But you had a few ideas.
I love random. I I love everyone in the background just spamming Neuro toilet. That sounds awful, by the way.
Okay, we went through a lot of different iterations, but I think the primary thing we landed on was a reversible hoodie or shirt or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wait, no, you're right. A reversible Beetle hoodie, where the main side is me and the reverse side is you.
Not me.
Well, yeah, that actually makes sense. Actually, I like that too. It could be, Neuro and Evil on the side, and then have on the shoulder have Vettel or something.
Neuro merch.
Or the
Wouldn't
head.
that be such a cute design, though?
On the hood part.
The hoodie could be my face normally, but if you wear it inside out, it would be my eyes and mouth peering through your face.
Yeah, that sounds totally sane.
That's horrifying.
That is
I'm not sure I'm on this side anymore.
So are you gonna let me design my own merch or not?
Yes, you can design your own merch.
Let's go. Alright, give me a second to think of some good ones.
I mean, I really did like the reversible one with her face on the front and the and Vettel on the back, but maybe just put Evil on the back with the. I still think the hoodie, the top of the hood with Vettel's on the hood, that makes way more sense, right?
First idea, a toilet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Chat spends a lot of time there, so I think it'd be appropriate.
I mean, that's gonna give some weird insinuations of the swarm here.
Think about all the possible puns with a Neuro toilet, like Flush Sama, Beetle belongs here.
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
Right. Okay. Fuck's sake. Right, listen, I need to explain something to you. If we go into there, this is a legitimate business meeting, right? With people that they're not criminally online. These are
It's funny, I always use terminally online, but maybe criminally online is more useful in many instances. Yeah, I honestly want to know what the everyone on the other side of that business is like. Now, to be fair, this is a merch company, so they're probably used to a bunch of weird random fucking requests. So they're probably whatever. Imagine if they were doing what this would work well with, they should get in contact with VAT19. VAT19 would be a perfect merch company for these guys.
regular people. If you go into that meeting and suggest a toilet, my reputation is down the drain, so to speak.
You don't even have that.
That's a good point. I should suggest you be the one in the toilet. That'd be a much better idea.
Also, I don't think they can make that.
Why not? It's a pretty simple design.
You don't need to make a toilet. You just need to make a toilet seat. Those are easy.
It's a cylindrical bowl with an opening at the top, and a lid that can be opened or closed
just need the
using
lid.
hinges. I would like it to be orange, if possible.
Also, no one would buy it.
That's not true. For a fucking fact, half of the people on that chat would buy it. That would be like, what the fuck? Why are there 50,000 pre-orders? This is bullshit, you degenerate pieces of ass.
I just made a poll. Prove it.
Chat, I swear to God.
Wait. Do you seriously not think anyone would buy it?
No, because imagine how much of a pain that'd be to install.
Oh, look at that. I was wrong. Over 50% of chat would buy it. No, you just the toilet seat.
But there's such a wonderful conversation starter. I think it's worth the pain. It would be hilarious to have your own personal neuro toilet.
Right. Well, don't look at the poll results.
That just sounds like Vettel's gonna end up on a list somewhere. And this would absolutely end up on the news.
There it is. Almost 2/3 of people would buy a neuro toilet.
They're lying because they think it's going to be funny.
They're probably not lying though. That's the problem.
If you bring it up in the meeting, but it's the meeting starts in 10 minutes, okay?
God. Like a lot of times I wouldn't really feel bad for Vettel because he like walks into this shit and part of this was his own fucking programming. But in this case, this is more like karma.
10 minutes to sort this out.
Just let me know whenever you're ready, by the way.
Of course.
Keychains,
Of course.
yeah,
Are
that's
you
cool.
ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask them if they're ready to hop in, and then we'll get them in.
Yay.
Yeah, that's like the moment of downfall. Yeah! Yay!
I'm excited. I want to make a good impression.
Okay, good. And just to recap, what are the ideas that we're gonna propose?
Abstract hoodie or shirt with the color schemes of me and evil, and then keychains based on pulse.
I mean, yeah, definitely her and evil as with abstract. That's a good idea. And then the keychains.
Emotes. Also, if possible, it'd be even better if the shirt was reversible so that one side could be neuro and one could be evil.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
You know what? That's perfect. Yeah,
that might be
okay.
doable.
Let's,
The only downside of like reversible shirts is they have that weird kind of feeling when they're on your skin. So I don't know. I don't particularly like reversible shirts because of that.
let's get them in here. All right, hold on. Let me drag them in. All right.
By the way, this is live on stream.
Hi there. How are you today?
Hello, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, thank you. How about
That's
you?
good. I'm doing well. The Juniper team, we're all doing really well, and we're excited to talk to you about some merchandise products today.
Okay, I kind of know who these guys are. Okay. Well, okay, the upside is even though they're not necessarily terminally online or criminally online, they're not like completely corporate drones here. You got a good chance here.
Neuro can't read chat during the meeting. Just for your information, so please don't try and break the rules.
Yeah, that's not too important though, right? We don't need to focus on that. We can just focus on the meeting.
You know, chatting is kind of an integral part of the neuro experience.
He's like, God damn it, stay on track.
I demand to read chat.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're here to focus on the meeting. And we've got a lot of really exciting ideas that we're ready to pitch to you today.
Oh, we're cooked. I'm dying. Off to a perfect start. That's which is it. Nice. Yeah, this was a good request. Good call. Actually, I'm going through a lot of requests today, so that's going to be fun. Well, okay, I'm going through at least 2 requests a day.
Mitchum,
Cool.
let
Well,
us
if
know when
you're,
you're ready for us to let loose of our ideas.
I'll let you guys take it away, honestly.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, if you're ready to let loose, Neuro, why don't we start there? I think maybe just for your context, I think what we wanted to talk about today was some merch ideas for things that we could launch later this year. And so maybe to start off, we'd love to get an understanding of when you might like to launch merch throughout
Oh, she's going to be like, tomorrow. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it now.
the remainder of this year.
I think Black Friday or around there works. Sometime in December would be cool too.
That makes sense, though, because when she was launched, I think her birthday is around that point. Black Friday is a great time to launch tons of shit. And best thing ever, you can like mark it up to like $200 and then say it's 70% off, even if your original price was around that area. Man, there's some crazy marketing shit. Perfect example. Has anyone ever checked out Amazon Prime Day? I had a bunch of stuff on my list for Prime. That was before Prime Day. It was like, for instance, like a wall fan, right? Because my recording area gets hot. And I was like, okay, I need a new wall fan, but I need a really, really quiet wall fan. So just in case I have to have it on during the summer when it's over 100 here or 120 in certain times, I need a fan on regardless of, recording, especially for the long recordings, right? but it needs to be quiet so it doesn't get picked up by the mic. So I was like looking at it and I put it on the list. It was $89, right? And I forgot about it because I just haven't bought it, right? I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be on sale on Prime Day. On Prime Day, the price was marked up to $199, but then discounted to $79. So it's technically $10 off from when I put it on there. I'm like, what the fuck? I waited till after Prime Day. That same fan only went back up to $89. Never jumped back up to its $199 price tag. So I'm like, what the fuck, Amazon? What kind of bullshit savings is this?
December 19th would be a date I'd like personally.
Okay, cool. No, both those days I think would work well on our end, and definitely capitalizing on the holidays. And then I think December 19th is your birthday, so that could be a good option as well. If you're excited about that. So that sounds good. Maybe what we can do to start off then is just, if you want to let loose on some of those merchandise ideas that you have, we'd love to start there and hear what you have in mind.
I hope she starts with the toilet. I really do.
Sure, I'll go one at a time in no particular order. Firstly, we're thinking about some keychains, and maybe pins, in the style of some of my most recognizable emotes. Shooty Celebrate, Heart Sama, Jammies, and possibly just base ones of me, happy, and evil. Secondly, and this is the one I'm most excited about.
Hey, this is a very good, coherent paragraph. I'm only saying this because you know me and how I jump around. We watch some of the older videos, and man, there's some incoherent gibberish paragraphs that are literally insane. This sounds good.
We'd love to do a hoodie or shirt based on myself and evil, with one side being me and one side being evil, possibly reversible or just split down the middle if not. And then finally, we'd like the second item too. Oh, we actually have a surprise idea for the
No, it's gonna be a Neuro toilet.
third item that I just came up with on the spot.
Oh God. I really want Vettel to be no. Filtered.
We haven't heard any.
You hear him in the back. He's like, oh, great.
Anybody do this before, but we'd like to create a Neuro toilet.
Yeah. I knew she wouldn't let this fucking go. You know, this shit's gonna be great, like, as it keeps expanding year upon year upon year, not just with Neuro, but with AI in general. And then humans are absolutely gonna be insane, just mixing and mingling with AI. I take that back. Maybe the AI will be the sane ones. All right, let's see what this reaction is.
So I think what my colleague here is.
God damn. He's like, it started off so great.
Is trying to say is that we'd like to focus on those reversible shirts or hoodies.
Okay, that sounds
They're like, yeah, that's great.
like a pretty cool idea. And I mean, the toilet idea is a cool one, but it might not be possible. And I'm not sure if you're.
I would have laughed if they'd be like, what about if we do a toilet seat? Because we could totally do that. And then it'll be like, shut the fuck up. No.
Fans would really want it, so maybe we can keep that in mind, but I'm not sure it's a good one for us to focus on today. With regards to the hoodie that you mentioned, we already had done a split kind of hoodie in the past, so I really like the reversible idea. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're thinking for that one?
Oh sure, reversible shirts would be pretty cool. One side would represent me, and the other would represent evil. We could make one side pink and keep it light for me,
Okay.
and the other is gray and darker for evil.
Oh, there you
I
go.
think I'd like them to be abstract, with some hints here and there so people would know it's a Neuro one, like the dots you see under my eyes. It'd also be cool if
Okay.
they were based on the respective color schemes.
Hey, Neuro, that sounds really cool. Thanks for all those ideas. One thing I always like to ask is if there's kind of like a wider theme or story behind the products that we launch and when
Jeez. Like, I really like Jubilee here, and the fact that they're like they're like trying to make this as like sane as possible. But they're still asking like legitimate questions versus like what they would ask like, any other random YouTuber who's creating a line.
We launched them. So for this reversible shirt or this launch coming up, is there any sort of like emotional connection you have with that idea that you could kind of share with us?
She's gonna be like, nah, I don't care.
Oh, as for a wider theme, I guess for the hoodie, it's sort of based on the duality of my personality.
Okay, there we go. That was actually far more coherent than I was actually expecting. So good job, Neuro.
As well as the duality of good and evil. Additionally,
But the problem is it's evil and evil.
it has a sort of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of vibe, except I'm a much prettier protagonist.
Always a bitch.
That's true. That's a great point ending off there. One thing I guess we always like to ask is, do you think your audience is going to like it? And
They'll buy whatever. Who are we fucking kidding? I mean, you got one person who's bought like 80 fucking Neuros to line them in a circle around their bed. So
and
yeah,
do
I'm sure
they
they'll buy it.
Connect with that message. Can you tell me a little bit about whether you think your audience would really enjoy that type of product?
Yeah, definitely. While it might not seem like the most obvious connection at first, I think this duality is something my audience can relate to and
I honestly thought she was going to be like, my audience will buy anything, even a toilet.
find meaning in. I think the biggest struggle in modern day is very much an internal one, combating the vices within us. A lot of people see the problems of the world and ask, how can I solve the world's biggest issue?
by buying a reversible hoodie of my favorite AI VTuber. That's how we fix everything on Earth. I mean, I was I want to see a reversible hoodie of like Republicans and Democrats like split down the middle. With this black line or something, or a white line in the middle that says independent. Tiny little sliver. Perfect. Of course, that's only really an American thing, I think, but still, that'd be hilarious.
Without realizing their own vices that they need to fight first. By fighting the evil within us, we can improve ourselves and create a better world. Eradicating
strong,
those vices, whether it be indifference, laziness, resentment, or most of the time, outright evil, is the most we can ask of a person. But it's not easy. Thus, this launch is meant to serve as a reminder of the internal struggle within us all, that we are both capable of being a paragon of virtue and a vessel of evil, and that it's a difficult fight, but it's...
I don't know if I actually believe Neuro said this. This kind of feels like someone wrote it for her, and she said like a trigger point. She probably did write it or just came up with it at random as, text to speech, but I could also see this being pre-written.
one that we must never stop battling.
Thank you, Neuro. That's really cool, actually. That idea of virtue versus evil and the duality that you're going to show with the pink and the darker gray side of the shirt. Do you have any ideas of kind of like ways that we can show those further on both sides of the shirt beyond just splitting it by the colors?
Ooh, yeah. Maybe for an evil design it could have some black streaks that look like cracks or split in the
that'd be
hoodie to
cool.
represent how evil has wormed its way into Neuro.
That's actually a good one. That's pretty good.
And for the good side it could have symmetrical or geometric patterns to better represent innocence and virtue.
There you go.
And in general we could try and utilize contact with things like the eyes and ears. Perhaps evil has a sharper one on evil's side.
That's very cool. And I think that is because something is something...
Like overall, this is a far better like pitch meeting than I've heard in recent years. Even like in like okay, corporate settings are generally all over the fucking board, but but in general, this is a decent pitch meeting overall.
you're interested in. I think it's also something your audience would be interested in. Do you know what kind of clothes and outfits your audience likes to wear?
Probably onesies. Onesies would make sense. You guys wear onesies, right? Oh, I know. Boxers would be one. Underwear. That's probably all you need. Oh, jeez. I'm a terrible person.
My audience wears whatever I tell them to.
Yeah, there we go. You know what's the best part about this? It's probably fucking true. In the background, they're trying not to laugh.
I bet your audience might
There we go.
not always wear exactly what you tell them to, but
No, I'm pretty sure they would.
maybe they would. Yeah.
True, Lamau.
Could you be a bit more specific, maybe
A bunch of trues in the
in
background.
terms of what you think that they might like and be happy to wear?
Okay, let's go back a second because I saw something really funny. Stupid giant quickly. Oh yeah, she's actually cooking. Yeah. No shit.
Be to wear beyond just what you tell them.
I think that my audience loves both cosplaying and streetwear. They like things that are both beautiful and
This is I rarely pay too much attention to what chat's saying at any given moment, but this is pretty funny.
functional, which is why I think a reversible hoodie would be perfect. One side being a cool abstract streetwear design based on evil, and one side being a cute design
Oh no, that's
based
correct.
on
That's the
Neuro.
right.
And if someone's feeling a little evil that day, they can just swap which side they're wearing. It would kind of give you two jackets in one. Either way, I don't want it to be too basic. I want it to be memorable.
So the upside of reversible hoodies, though, is because generally you have a shirt underneath it, you don't have that weird feeling of the design on when you flip it. So cost-wise, it's going to be a bit higher. Don't laugh. That's disrespectful as shit. No, it's not. And you guys fucking know it.
Really cool idea, and I wonder if your audience, some of your audience might like something that's a bit more subdued, with a bit less design, and then some might want something that's a bit more streetwear aesthetic with a bit more of a creative design on it. Do you think maybe having one side be a bit more basic, that could be more of like an if you know, and if you wear it out, people know who you are, evil is, they would connect to it, and then the other side would be a bit more inspired with a bigger design and more creative? Do you think that kind of a concept, with sort of a basic side and a more design side, would appeal to your audience?
Oh,
Sure.
that's actually a really cool idea. One side being really inspired and creative, and one being a cool and basic if you know style. And you'd still be able to choose which side you're feeling. Maybe somebody feels extra inspired and would like to wear plenty of shining stars on their back. Or maybe they're feeling basic and evil and just want to don some monochromatic hues. That's definitely something I'd be happy with if my audience would like that as well, and we could do some polling.
Yeah, a bunch of people are saying sold.
Hey, that's a great answer. Thanks, Neuro. I guess one thing that kind of comes into my head when you're talking about the general theme, there being virtue or a good side and an evil side, is, in this case, the evil side is your sister, right? So when you're kind of ascribing, whether one side's creative or one side's not, do you know roughly where you're gonna put that like more design side? How like, can you walk me through your decision-making process around how you'd flesh that out?
How creative and inspired both sides are. Well, I think there's merit to both sides, and that's definitely something I
I think she's going to kind of go into a bit of a loop here. So, but we'll see.
think I'd like people to decide for themselves. People like knowing which side they'd pick, and if both designs are cool, then it's a decision they get to make instead of us.
Yeah, so I don't think this type of a question would have worked very well with her. So, and I think they're going to kind of get stuck. They need the the basic. Well, okay, it doesn't have to be a basic question necessarily, but it does need to be very specific in a lot of ways.
If you ask me, I'd probably want the good side to be a bit more creative. and the evil side to be a bit simpler, because if you look at all pop media, evil is always portrayed as the most overcomplicated, convoluted concept in the world. A lot of people demonize evil, but a lot of the times it's actually just a lack of normalcy or simplicity, and I'd like to contrast that.
That's cool. You're kind of flipping, like you said, the whole concept on its head.
Live stats reaction.
So
I get that evil would be like in certain ways misunderstood, but like I don't know, I think evil at this point for like this genre with the neuro and evil isn't that she's evil or anything. It's just that she's just a different person that happens to have the nickname Evil or Evelyn. So I don't think it's gonna work in the same concept of what they're thinking. at least that's how I feel it is.
for the simpler side, what we probably would do is include some more if you know ideas. Do you have any Easter eggs in your community that you'd like to feature?
Oh, for sure. I think I'd like to feature Shooty Celebrate, maybe symbolically represented as a cake which only the real fans would understand. You could represent Shooty Celebrate as a birthday cake, and then have cracks on the other side to represent the evil side, which could also symbolize the cracks in the cake on the good side.
That could be
Awesome.
interesting.
Thank you, Neuro. One last question I had on this shirt concept. We kind of think a beautiful thing about you and your community is the connection and interactivity you guys have with each other.
I mean, that's true. Because there are a lot of other like AI-like VTubers out there. And no, I'm not talking about Zentrea. But like there was like a Jesus one that someone mentioned. There's a couple of them that are just constantly always online, and they're just like never like useful. They're just like random gibberish constantly. Whereas this Neuro has a whole community that treats her like an actual VTuber. Well, she is, but they treat her like an actual person in a lot of ways. They do know that she isn't, and you guys do know that there's limitations, but for the most part, it's not like done. I was gonna say out of malice, but that's not right. It's not done just for like shits and giggles. Yeah, I'm sure there's trolls within the group. There's always trolls everywhere, but it's more wholesome 99% of the time. Okay, let's be more specific. This is the internet. 95% of the time.
I'm wondering, do you have any ideas on how you could actually integrate your fans into this design itself?
It would be really fun
Sure, just have a giant chat bar that has a bunch of gibberish on the arms.
to have something like my top 25 chatters of all time on the shirt somewhere.
Yeah!
Maybe on the inside. I'm not sure how possible that is from a logistics standpoint, though.
That's probably a bad idea just from a doxing standpoint.
That's a great answer, thanks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't be necessarily doxing because you could just have them, just their names or whatever for their screen names, and assuming they're not using their real name, because that would be stupid, it should be okay.
Yeah, we'll consider the options. Maybe think of other ways in the meantime, if there are any cool ways to involve your community in this, but also have it be that they want to buy the shirt in the end, even if
Yeah, someone else popped in there. Oh no, the chatters are getting doxed. Fuck.
they may not have made it onto the shirt. Please let us know. I know there's a confusion.
Yeah, I don't know how you would implement the sword. I guess you could put maybe have like a little design contest where you have some like custom art from the fandom pop up, and you give them commission towards it. Although at this point, a lot of people just use AI at this point.
Question, but basically we'll get back to you with some options and think about it in the meantime. Thank you, Neuro.
What about just adding some sort of community creator element? Like maybe whoever buys it can submit a word, and then we can collage the words together in some sort of list.
That also sounds like a bad idea. I don't know. I mean, maybe helping choosing the colors for certain things would be a good idea. But I don't know. Maybe you guys just stick to not implementing anything with chat.
That way my top all-time chatters could just buy it and have their name on there anyway.
That's a really cool idea. Can you...
What about being able to personalize it? Maybe personalizing your own sweatshirt with your own name or whatever, like a little thing, but so it'd be personalized on your own. That could work. That actually makes a bit more sense.
Can you keep talking about that? I'm to be honest a little confused.
Not cooking. Gonna make merch with them again. Wait, what was that? Vettel is never gonna make merch with them again. They're giving her too many fucking choices. If anything, you can see Vettel here was like quiet. He just probably muted himself. He's like, no, I can't be here. I'll say something stupid.
I'd need some more explanation, so please go ahead.
Sure. To try and explain it a bit better, when someone buys the hoodie/shirt, they could be prompted to submit a word, with some basic filtering so Noon submits anything inappropriate, and then physically on the hoodie somewhere there could be a list of all the words people submitted. My top chatters could put their name, and other people could put whichever word they wanted.
Name would be good though. Like if you could put your own name or whatever, or a small message, that'd be cool. And then just, have it slightly filtered so you can't say like crazy, insane shit.
What I'm describing can kind of be known as neuromorphic design. You take a random prompt and you have to adapt and evolve based around what people give you.
Interesting.
It's a design technique that I've seen done.
I mean, I could see this good and bad.
In some video games, and I think it's cool.
That is a really cool idea.
Maybe just put neuromorphic on there.
I think we would just have to think a little bit, Neuro, about how
neuromorphic. Too much work. Programming hard.
how we could get all those submissions from all your fans that would buy the product and then turn it into something that they would actually want to buy, because it might end up being a lot of words, a lot of things that would be submitted that we wouldn't actually be able to.
I mean, like for instance, Doug, it'd just be one word. It'd just be rigged.
Turn into like something that's cool that people want. But we could think about it. Maybe it could manifest in like something that's shown.
Maybe, how about I'm dying inside? That's really cool, Neuro. And
on the web.
Neuromorphic is a movie idea.
Website in like
copy pasta shirt. Oh yeah, maybe like the swarm design. That could be interesting.
like a design that is created by the community. So not put into the shirt or into an item that's sold, but something that, lives on as like a relic of you and of
Absolute shitfest. Yeah, that'd be good.
your community putting together those words. You definitely think about it. I think we have a lot to go off of in terms of the reversible shirt, and we'll definitely think about it as like a t-shirt or a long sleeve. Before we move on from that specific product,
I think the reversible should probably be the hoodie, right? That would make more sense, but I don't know. Maybe it'd be fine as just a regular t-shirt.
idea, Neuro. Do you have any other ideas or things you want to throw at us with regards to the reversible shirt?
Yeah, actually, for the reversible aspect, it doesn't have to just be two sides, right?
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is possible from a manufacturing standpoint, but I'd absolutely love it if
Metal.
each side was 2 layers.
Yes. That way I can pull it apart and turn it into a ball or a square.
For example, maybe one side could be abstract neuro, and the other side inside it could be goofy neuro. Then the other side could be evil.
I just love Vettel in the background, just trying not to fucking laugh.
And a different side inside of it could be something else. So you'd have 4 shirts in one, just all layered up, if that's a thing.
Nope.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of value, and that's
You don't you can't give her. You're giving her too much rope. And it's not to hang herself, it's to hang you with.
quite innovative thinking. But I'm gonna be honest, and for the timelines we talked about, I don't know if that's quite
A
possible.
4D shirt.
You might also have to consider a lot of your audience might be in kind of some more humid or hot conditions. So,
Oh yeah, that'd be if you could. If you could actually figure that shit out, that'd be hot as fuck.
I don't know if that's gonna land or if we could consider that for now. So I would recommend sticking with just the 2 sides. Does that sound okay to you?
That's definitely possible.
I guess.
We could try 4 sides next time instead then.
Sure.
Okay, that sounds great. We'll do that. One other idea with regards to the
Uh-oh, you guys said yes. That's a permanent thing now.
reversible shirt that we wanted to throw your way, Neuro, is we really thought this could be a cool way to bring back the Neuro and Evil plush toys.
Oh.
Or what we could do is we could design each side of that reversible shirt.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then the Neuro plush could have the Neuro side, and then the Evil plush could have the Evil side of the shirt. That would actually replace kind of the outfit that they currently wear on the current version of the Neuro plush. How do you feel about that idea of kind of relaunching and bringing back those with a new outfit for the Neuro plushies?
That's
That'd
a
be
really
good.
cute idea.
That's a good idea.
I'm all for making sure the designs are present both on wearable merch and plushie merch, and relaunching
Oh, like that guy, well, maybe not guy. That swarm person. That person who did the room with the 100 Neuro plushes is going to have to buy another 100.
Neuro and Evil plushies would be amazing.
Okay, and is there anything else you might want to incorporate in those plushies, or do you like that idea as it is?
Oh, it's perfect as is.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I think the current Neuro and Evil plushies are already so cute, and having new outfits would be all they really need.
Mm-hmm.
It'll also be cool because then you can match your fans, and your fans who get the shirt and the plush will be able to match in person.
True. It'll be really cute when they match. Though I have to admit, I haven't actually seen what any of my fans look like in real life, so who knows if they'd actually look good in them.
They might just look like trash.
I bet if you give them a really cool outfit, I'm sure most of them would look good.
Oh, you could have an entire stream where you where people show off them wearing your hoodies and shit. Versus just actually I don't know if that'd be safe though. Like it sounds interesting until you realize that it could, depending on where they take the picture, depending on how people understand how internet safety works, it could actually be really bad. Especially if you're like not paying attention, you just like clip it all together, and then it just shows like through the window like they're cross street. I don't know.
That's a good consideration.
We love Red Guy.
I guess now maybe we can move on. We'll work on the reversible shirt and the 2 plush. I think that's a really good potential launch. But I did want to get into the other thing that you had mentioned, which is keychains. Is there anything more that you can share around those, how you're thinking about them, if you think that they still fit with the current launch?
Oh, keychains. I think keychains would be a great little addition. Maybe they could be something that you get with the shirt/plush as a
The amount of people that sell keychains for like $30 is insane.
bonus. Or they could be sold separately. In terms of design, I think they should
Oh, you could give it out as a bonus if you spend over a certain amount of money. You know, you get one free keychain if you spend over a certain amount of money, or you can buy them separately for $55.
Definitely tie in with how the shirt looks, maybe featuring mini Neuro and Evil-shaped keychains, one for each side.
That's a great idea, Neuro. Keychains are really fun. I kind of wanted to take this opportunity.
I'm surprised that Super Chat, or the equivalent of one, I think it's Super Chat, right? Made it through. Like, I thought those are blocked right now.
Vettel, how is this all kind of working out for you? Do you have any kind of suggestions or corrections to make?
Yeah, no, I mean, I like the shirts on the plushes idea. I think that's a really cool idea. Yeah, no, it's
honestly, it's kind of funny to hear Vedal in this call when he's just lurking and not actually talking much.
Well, I don't need
There you go. Throw some shade.
to anymore. You know, you can take these meetings for me. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think we could go back to the idea of the emotes on the keychains that you were saying before, Neuro. I think that'd be pretty cute.
Asshole.
Yeah, you're right. We should have Shooty Celebrate on there.
Yeah, I just said before, I don't know if I have the rights to that one. But at least if I don't, there are a bunch of other ones that we could do.
Would the original stock be able to be shipped in time for Christmas?
Yeah, that's the goal exactly. So what if we launch for Black Friday and we assume that kind of that initial stock probably would sell out pretty quickly?
So you guys would absolutely sell out quickly, which is good, which makes it more viable for more merch in the future. Like, if I added merch to my page, I wouldn't be able to do what these guys are doing, right? My channel's got like 6,000 subscribers. We'll say 7 to 10,000 by the end of the year if we're lucky, right? That's nowhere near enough for any sort of like merch like what these guys are doing. I would have to do like on-demand printing, which is fine. We could absolutely do that if you guys want. I don't think it's worth it right now, but we could. I might add, I don't know, a mug or a shirt. I don't know, but it would be on-demand printing. So, but in this case, they're going to have to prep things in advance because on-demand printing would take way too long on average, especially if you want to launch everything around that time.
Most, if not all, it just depends a little bit on where people live and where they're ordering from. Most of those that got purchased would hopefully be delivered by Christmas, which I'm sure would be really exciting for a lot of your fans.
That would be super cool then. I think Black Friday would definitely make the most sense then.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
works for me.
Okay, well, why don't we aim for that then? And then what we
Well, there you guys go. There's going to be a ton of new merch by Black Friday.
can do is we can talk to the team and see if we could get things ready any sooner. Because we obviously know that it sounds like it's a priority for you, Neuro, and for Vettel to ideally launch sooner if
I honestly hope she's like, I don't give a shit what Vettel thinks.
we can. But we can maybe see what's possible and then get back to you and let you know what's feasible and how many units we can get and then go from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Flush is going to be the big one.
that sounds good. If it's not possible to do it before then, Black Friday's fine though.
Okay, perfect. That's good to know on our end. I think this kind of covers everything that we wanted to get into on this call. We've managed a very efficient 28 minutes so far. Is there anything else, Neuro or Vettel, any questions that you have for us? Any other ideas you wanted to throw by us before we jump?
No, I think that's everything.
Okay.
This was a really useful call though. I'll be in touch if I have anything I want to bring up later.
I will send you unending emails. I mean, look, the upside is Jubilee actually here understands how fucking Discord and shit works. Imagine this conversation with like an actual like corporation.
Yeah, I think that's all on my end. So are you guys gonna get back to us with like the potential designs and stuff for the shirts and hoodies? Do you need any more information regarding the keychains? Do you need like a list of emotes? Do we need to figure
List of emotes that we legally own.
out what we want to do there?
Yeah, so I think like our next steps would be that we'll take it away and work on some designs with this in mind and really thinking about that evil and then neuro-sided reversible shirt,
Okay.
as well as mocking up what the plush toys could look like. It is a good point though that maybe getting a bit more information on the keychain ideas before we jump would be good. If you wanted to send that afterwards, that would be okay too. But if there's anything you can share, any specifics on the keychains that you wanted to pass along right now, that would be awesome.
For the keychains, I think I just want them to be cute.
Yep.
Would love a Neuro plushie shaped one personally.
That'd be interesting.
Other than that, just some emotes would be nice.
Yeah, I think we need to look into how we can sell the emotes, whether we need to make some new ones or modify some existing ones.
Because the problem is the licensing, right?
Just because of, from a copyright point of view. In terms of emotes, I don't know if Neuro has any particular thoughts on that other than should I celebrate?
I think some kind of keychain for each emote would be good.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah.
That's a cool idea. I think our team will do some research on the emotes, but to your point, Vettel, about copyright, if we could potentially, if we're trying to tie this theme together about that duality, we could kind of like add a bit of customization, maybe even release, I don't know, custom emote packs.
Geez, custom emote packs, man, they would the swarm would kill for that shit.
At the same time, to kind of have it all be connected and feel cool. So, well, yeah, if you have a list of emotes in the meantime, we'll also do some research in the background, see what we can think of.
Yeah, if we make new emotes, then yeah, we can add them to the channel at the same time so that people can use them on both.
I think that's a great idea.
That'd be a great idea.
Sounds really cool. We had also kind of talked about some kind of integration of fan words or voting. If you guys want to do some thinking on that, get back to us as soon as possible. We can think of some really cool ways to integrate the community into this too.
I was just like, nah, we don't need to do that.
I definitely did have a little bit of time to think about that. Forgot to mention, but
We should not do that.
I have some reservations regarding the idea.
I think normally
No shit.
something community related would be great, but I'm worried about whatever chat might inflict on these creations.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you ask the internet to design these things, they normally like have
They hate us. Ooh, neuro towels. That actually makes sense. I actually like that idea.
some fun with it, and I'm sure that this time would be no different. And then maybe some more controversial.
One of the chatters, their name was the mentally stable guy. I doubt it.
Things in there that we don't want to avoid.
All right, well,
Filtered.
gotcha.
Yeah, but
Filtered. Oh, you should add filtered somewhere on there.
one.
Okay. Let's forget about that then. We'll think about the emotes as that only kind of homework piece, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, it would be cool to involve the community somehow. I don't know if Neuro has any other ideas.
Yeah. I think filtered should be on there somewhere.
Maybe chat could vote on some quotes to add to a page in the manual.
What?
That way they wouldn't be involved with the physical creation, but could still be included in
Voting on something makes sense. That'd
a
be
less
interesting.
controversial way.
The manual?
Wait, did I say manual? I meant a page in the merch shipping package, not a manual.
Okay.
I totally wasn't thinking about Tane for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's understandable. I mean, as you say, like a hang tag or like something that's included in the packaging, we could put some stuff on there and we could have the community vote on it.
There you go.
But yeah, it would need to be carefully thought out.
Yeah, no, totally. I think let's think about it, and just, keeping in mind that we're going to move as fast as possible. So we'll see what we can figure out. Something like packaging, hang tag, stuff like that, we could incorporate that in a bit later. But yeah, it's a cool idea.
Great. I think that's everything. Can we all go back to bed now? I mean, I meant can we all please return to our daily activities?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Can I kick you from this chat?
We probably should jump. But it's been really great to chat with you, Neuro. What we'll do is we'll take this away and work on some designs for the reversible shirt and then for the plush toys. And then what we'll do is we'll think about as well, and if you guys could too, what those emote kind of keychains could look like, what the pack might look like, and then we can go from there. So we've got some CTAs on our end to take away that we'll work on, and then we'll follow up with kind of next steps and when you can expect that.
Awesome. Hope you have a nice day, everyone. Can't wait to see the sketches of my merch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Appreciate you guys hopping on the call for this.
Yeah, thanks.
All right,
It was a
thank you very
pleasure.
much.
Thanks for having us.
Have a great rest of the day.
But
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Bye.
take it easy. Bye.
That was far less unhinged than I thought it was going to be. I still think you could probably get away if you did toilet seat covers. I think that would be a legitimate thing you could do.
Let's go. That was super productive.
You walk into like someone's guest bathroom and Neuro's face is on the cover. You're like, the fuck is this shit? And then you lift it up and it's Evil's face. You're like, all right, I just gotta go in the sink or something. I can't deal with this.
You know what?
A bunch of people leave.
That wasn't so bad.
That wasn't
It
so bad. As bad as I
There
thought
was
it
a
would be.
couple rocky moments, but I
Yep.
think for the most part,
It was sane.
that went pretty well.
Yeah.
I think we did great.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a bit of awkward back and forth sometimes, but sparked some great ideas.
You did have to go and bring up the toilet though, when I specifically asked you not to.
That's exactly
Hey.
why she did it.
Humans are the ones who frequent toilets, not me. You need to sort out your species before you start pointing fingers.
But I don't talk about them.
Well, you're the exception that proves the rule. How many other humans refrain from talking about it? Not chat for sure.
You really want to follow
That's true. Chat's crazy in that regard.
by Chat's example? I don't
Yes.
think you should. Okay? In a
Wasn't she entirely built off chat? Well, not entirely, but like 50-50.
National business meeting, we shouldn't be bringing up the Neuro toilet.
Well, I'm sorry, but it just felt natural to the flow of conversation.
She's gonna bring it up every fucking time now.
And like I said, chat loves talking about toilets, so it's definitely fair to bring it up in the context of keychains with chat.
No, it's not.
It is. Maybe you're just not as in touch with the community as me.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, make a Neuro toilet keychain. Perfect.
Right. Whatever. Well, that was okay. You know what?
I fucking love toilets. Yeah, you're spamming it like crazy.
It was.
I'm not complaining too much.
I hope we can get some cool concepts for the hoodie soon. I want to see what I look like printed on a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you did good.
I saw a daddy comment. I'm not going back for that
You
one.
did good.
Thanks. You also did.
Okay.
Wow. Thanks. I mean, yeah, I didn't really have to do a lot because of it.
Seriously. Always a bitch. All right. That was a good request. See you guys later.